Hey, garage people. Happy New Year. Welcome back to my girlfriend's garage. Today we are, of course, continuing on the Camaro, but the rear end fell out. Man, I really have busted this thing. Holy cow. It is no longer a car, folks. It is a series of paperweights. Oh, man. Yeah, so this morning I woke up early and got the rear end out, which consisted of removing the brake calipers, the rears down there. There's one, and there's the other, and the big fronts are laying there as well. Removing those, getting these brake lines kind of up and out of the way here. Everything laid up on top, and then the wheel speed sensors are right here as well. And then these control arms, getting them disconnected, and the axle swung out from underneath. So, the only thing left to do, you can see I pulled the lock out here. This little bolt runs through like this and holds this in there. And I've pushed the axles in. But what's holding them up is the reluctor ring hitting on the wheel speed sensor right there. So, wheel speed sensor needs to come out. Yeah, right there. Easy enough. So I'll do that. Those come out on both sides. Then the axles get pushed in. And then there's the little clips on the end of the axles that get removed, and then they can slide all the way out. So that'll be cool. That'll be done. Then I can take these out and these out, get this whole diff out, and take the pinion out as well. And then this will be tossed in my pile of stuff that's ready for cleaning too. And on that subject, I've got my parts for cleaning, my engine parts over here. And then my engine is under there. I got my radiator and air conditioning condenser out as well. So that shroud will come off and I'll air blow those and vacuum them clean. Clean up all my coolant. But yeah, then that's clean up under here as well. I'll use a vacuum and there's some rocks and stuff, but everything under the hood is out. And everything under the bottom is out too. So I've got my, this pile of parts here needs to be cleaned as well. Bell housing, starter in there, and then all this stuff just needs to get cleaned as well. So, and then a couple of things here need to get wire wheeled and then painted. And I got new sway bar bushings on order as well, and end links. So that's good from Summit yesterday, and also some bump stops. And then I also ordered all of the engine components as well. So I've got main bearings, rod bearings, cam bearings, piston rings, plastic gauge, break-in oil, new filters, and a piston ring remover tool, and a piston ring filer, so I can do all that myself. So that was pretty sweet, so we'll have that to do as well before we put everything back under this bad boy. But once this is hollowed out, this axle tube is going to go with this stuff right here. We'll see how far I disassemble this or not. I think I might just leave it as is. But then my plan is to take that plus this stuff over here. That's the big metal pieces. Some oil leaking there. What did I drip? Oh, well, anyway. Take all these, basically, except for the starter there. Move that. Starter goes with this stuff. Stay. Starter goes with that. So all this other stuff, I think I am going to take to a car wash and power wash it with like a steam power washer. and then clean it off, try to get everything, the grease cleaned off as good as possible. And then I can spot clean stuff back here if I need to, and then I can go ahead and paint what I want to paint. So I think that's going to be the game plan. Should be pretty easy. That way I don't have as much stuff to bring to the DRM or wherever. Hopefully, I'm thinking I'm going to bring it there to clean my stuff there in the tank, or all this stuff in the solvent parts washers. And then this will need to, after I get the gaskets scraped off, that will go as well and get a hone. And then all the jet washed as well. So everything should be hunky-dory with that. So seems a little intimidating, but it's really not too bad. The only thing that's dirty that I need to clean that I'm worried about is these brake calipers, because I might need to just end up repainting them. But we'll see. And if I have to, that's not the end of the world either. So, but yeah, so far the toolbox worked super well with my jack on top to get the axle out. Didn't have to lift anything, which was choice. Was gonna film it, but I was on a roll this morning, so I don't know how I'm feeling about those hyperlapses with no audio on them, but we'll see if I can get that figured out. So this needs to get torn down. The car is gonna get lowered down and the shocks, these conies removed. Then I can take these mounts off of these for cleaning, so those can get set aside. And then basically I'm going to take all the stuff out of the car so I can remove the carpet, so I can start doing the Dynamat. But before I do that, we will do a parts episode, so that'll be really fun. It's a kind of getting to a point here. I don't know what point, but getting almost done with the disassembly, I think. So super fun stuff, guys. It is going to get exciting with this axle being removed and starting to get stuff cleaned up. So it will hopefully start coming together soon, and I'll get some more parts from Summit, and my heads will come back from TEA. So yeah, good stuff. I'll post later when I have all the parts out of the car. See you in a bit. Hey, wrench turners, motorheads, and garage people. Just watching a little Stance Works while I work. They're working on some sort of V12 F40 something crazy Italian tube chassis car. I'm sticking with something a little simpler. Yeah, axles here on the bench. Everything out except the rear shocks. Everything's down there, and right here, and here, and over here, and there. The only thing I screwed up was I accidentally broke this little tab off the radiator shroud or the fan shroud, so I'm going to attempt some sort of combination of drilling holes and wiring it together and melting it back on, but fortunately the other three still work. Got my brakes all here ready for cleaning. These are the suspension bits that get saved, the shock caps for the front and the rears. And then these little collars that slide on, they're going to get all cleaned up. All the metal stuff that's needing to be power washed is right here, and then I got my condenser and my radiator there as well that just need to be cleaned out. So yeah, everything is super nice and bare up in here. And the interior. So yeah, here's the axles. I think my new axles have their own rings with them. We'll see that. I'll probably have to do something with those. I'm not sure, but I'll definitely need the studs out of there. So those I'll have to get out eventually as well. But right now, I got everything out of this besides these bearings. There's one at each end. These ones are different. The ones in the middle, everything's already out. The races are out of there as well. Everything's done. But I got this big fat slide hammer. It's a 5-pounder from O'Reilly's. My little 2-pounder did not work at all. Everything held up. It didn't break, but I didn't even budge these things. So I got this big tool from O'Reilly's. I actually took the plastic off it. I'm the first person to use it. Pretty sweet. And this tool as well. For the axle tubes, mine was the smallest one here. That'll fit in that bearing, so then that'll butt up against the bearing, tighten it down with this, hook up the slide hammer, yank it out. So that should go pretty well. These tools were like 120 some bucks or 110 or something, but I'm an O'Reilly's Rewards member, so I will return them and it will be for free. So that's pretty sweet. I don't need anything quite this big right now, so I'm not going to hold on to it. But yeah, pretty cool. So I'm going to get this off of here and this loaded up on here and then do a little bit of organization and then probably get all the stuff out of the car and get those shocks out. Then everything will be done with the car. I'll probably pile all the parts right around here or something, so they kind of put this over there, get this out of the way, put all the new parts right here, and then maybe tomorrow I'll do my parts / goals episode, which would be kind of fun. Get everything all in one place, and then also have the carpet stripped out so I could start cleaning the interior and then start dynamating, which will be cool too. So, because then after that I can do the wiring, start wiring for the roll control and the nitrous and the exhaust cutout as well. So, yeah, exciting stuff. So, use these cool O'Reilly's tools. We'll get that thing out of there. And yeah, then we'll tune into the shocks and I'll let you guys know. Hopefully by the end of this day we'll be within a breath of being all the way done with our disassembly, which would be pretty sweet. So yeah, fun stuff. Oh, also got an order from Summit. It's not up on my computer right now, coming with, you know, all the necessary additional stuff that you don't realize that you needed when you're going into a build. We got, in addition to new of these, of course, ordered all of those new rubbers as well, and got all the stuff for the engine coming too, so fun times, plus oil and filters. Yeah, good stuff. Wish me luck. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Motorheads, wrench turners, welcome back to my girlfriend's garage. Dare I say it, we are, with a tiny little asterisk, done with disassembly. What? That's incredible. Let's go through a very brief overlook real quick. We got, just watching some throwback NFL history. Transmission on the ground. Interior in a corner, exhaust against the wall with, you know, an air conditioner and a water pump tucked in there and some motor mounts. Old clutch, all the old rear end gears, not reusing this stuff. Old suspension, gonna be for sale. Brakes need to be cleaned. We got ourselves a fan shroud, old cam, stock LS1, maybe reusing. Stock axles. You got a torque tube, a panhard bar, and a rear stabilizer bar. Got some sway bars. Sway bar end links and mounts. Well, not the end links, but the mounts. Got a bell housing, some bracketry, rear control arms. Got a radiator and an AC condenser. Engine oil pan full of engine parts, including a starter. Some covers, you know. Then we got a steering assembly. We got an entire front subframe. I got a completely gutted rear axle assembly. Oh yeah, a bare LS1 hiding under here. And a completely empty engine bay. Look at this. This is crazy. Oh, there's nothing here anymore, folks. This is... yeah. So, you'll see the shocks there. That was the last thing I just took out. That top bolt goes through there into the passenger compartment. And rather than lowering this down, I'll just take you guys up. Look at that. ladies and gents, this car is empty. Why, you might ask? Oh yeah, because there's a whole pile of parts over there. Got everything out, rear shocks included. The only thing left is at the very, very back is the T-top storage rack, and that's going to come out so I can get that rear carpet out. And then we'll do a parts episode, ladies and gents, because then after that, I'm going to start dynamatting. And then it's time for nitrous bottle fitment, and so on and so forth. We're just going to keep moving forward. We'll put the line lock in while the engine's out of the way, get the wires through the dashboard. Probably have to put something through the trans right there with regards to the gauges that are going to go in up here. But yeah, guys, we are looking really good. So yeah, from the top of the garage, Happy New Year, number 1. Number 2, thanks for tuning in. Number 3, big stuff to come. It's going to be super fun starting real quick here. I'm going to go so far as to say the easy stuff's over. A lot of learning coming up, I believe. I'm almost certain. There's going to be a lot of learning to do. Oh, the only other thing that will be coming out is the gas tank. That's definitely got to go too. So, but that's easy. Everything underneath it's gone. So that'll be tomorrow. And yeah, come back soon. See ya.